Hello. We're going to stretch the flexors. We're also going to stretch the extensors. And the reason why is to make sure that we get more movement in the palm, across the wrist, and especially in the thumb. After that, we'll work on the extensors, and the stretching will look more like bending the wrist downward. Okay, so we've got our arm, and what you want to do is you want to lock that elbow straight. Your shoulder does whatever it wants to do, but you lock that elbow straight in order to do all of these stretches, because all of your flexors that close the hand, they come up here, this whole area. All of the extensors that open up your hand, they come back through here. Alright, so for example, see that? Bit of a puppet. This side doesn't really do as much. You can't get the same reaction. But we'll work on this side first. So, you do some more of the massage that we did the last 2 sessions. Stretch that elbow, extend it. And what you want to do is you take your pinky first. It's usually the easiest. And grasp it firmly. Now, for me, I can go all the way back here if I wanted to, but for you, what you want to do is go to 60% of how far you can move. Don't overdo it the first time at all. Breathe in and out. You should feel it here. You may feel it in the wrist, you may feel it up here, but at least starting here. Where I'm holding is between these 2 knuckles. At this knuckle actually. With my pressure on this part of the finger. Now, as time goes, you should still be on this finger. You can stretch a little bit further. What you want to do is overcome the stretch reflex. And that's the reflex that everything has to go just to close up when you overstretch something. So let's try this one. Straight elbow. My thumb is here, my finger is hooked here, and I am pulling and putting pressure. You see, 60% for me. Now my finger is bent. You see that ring finger? If I straighten it out, I'll feel a bit more in here, right? But 60% to start. Probably at 70 or 80 now. Okay, I should feel a little bit of something here. Circulation, warmth. This one. – 60%. Maybe 70 or 80. But that's as far as I want to go. I actually don't want to go to 100% today, no. Okay, now this one's going to be a little hard because we start using this one a bit more, yeah. So as always, this part of the elbow should be facing up. And get that finger in position. And breathe deeply. I'm probably at 80 right now. And the thing that I can feel is all the way through here. And for me, I can feel something here because I got some other business going on. Anyway, I can feel it all the way into this tendon here. This is the palmar aponeurosis. Stretching all these tendons here. Now, this one's the gold mine, yeah. So, as we found last week, this part's not exactly damaged, it's just a little starchy. This part is damaged, but I think you might have a bit of range of motion. Okay, so what you want to do with this, now this is the thing with thumbs, opposable. They can go in circles, they can open and close, they can go forward, and they can go back. You can bring it down and back, you can bring it down and back, you can bring it back entirely. Now this way is, that's working on your extensors, we're not there yet. This way is an adduction move, abduction move. And this way is extension. So what I've done is grab this whole thumb. You don't want to really leave that one hanging. You really want to have a firm grasp of it. If you can stand it, let the wrist bend backwards. Alright? So you're letting the wrist bend backwards. I am putting pressure here, so I'll try not to do that. I'm just going to grasp it with my fingers. For me, I'm at, I don't know, 75%. I'm feeling a stretch right in here. If you can put pressure here, do it. If not, just hold. Grasp the thumb with your other fingers. Shake it out. Okay. So now all of these have stimulated and gone individually. It's better than doing this. You don't want to just only do this because you want to isolate. You want to kind of drag each of these tendon lines against the others, right? So you might feel it in your wrist a little bit where they all cross over each other. You might feel it all the way through here, up to here. So next we'll do extension. I'm sorry, stretching the extensors. So what you can do is you can keep your hand face up, elbow locked, and take one finger at a time. Now what you want to do is you want to grasp and bend down. What's happening there? You see what's going on with my wrist? It's completely bent. So I'm feeling this sort of in the back of my hand, really at my wrist, right in this area, coming from there. Alright, we'll try this one. Same. I'm not really having a super strong effect because I'm going to show you a more intense way to do this, but we're doing this first. To loosen it up, flexor stretching is sort of not usually thought of. So you might not have done it that much. This one usually hurts the most because we're always doing this. Yeah. Clicking on mice and all that. So I am pulling with my straight elbow. And I can feel it all the way in here. For this one, what are you going to do? You're not going to do it this way yet, are you? Can you squeeze this? Can you do this? Just fold it up. Is that possible for you? Now this is dry, so I'm not really gliding. Doing a little compression. Okay, what I just did was actually pull traction like that. That's what popped. You never want it, if you know what I mean. Okay, so the way that I like to actually do that stretch for real, I just did that one just to show how it's done, is lock that elbow. The elbow, the vein is supposed to still be facing up, antecubital space. And you let your radius pronate your hand, and we'll take each finger. So reaching under, and actually I'm kind of reaching like this because I want to hold it and I want to curl it. That's going to give me the most stretch. So here we are. Go like this, and I'm reaching under. I am pulling this finger. I definitely feel it up here this time. Okay. I'm on the ring finger, and I'm holding it like this. You see that? I'm pulling, and this one my fingers are like this. I'm actually pulling downward this way at the same time as I'm rotating in with my left hand to curl that finger and get the most stretch. Alright. You're going to do this nice and slowly. You don't really want to overdo it. Now, there's no, the 60, 90, 100, you really just do it until you feel it. Do not do it until the point where it hurts. At any point. And this is all very sensitive. Now this one, remember this is the index finger, it's a bit harder. So it doesn't take really much for that one to be painful. I'm just going to take it easy on this one. Go very slowly and breathe. Okay, now with the thumb, what I do is I actually take it from the other side and I just pull on it. I just rotate that arm as much as possible. You see what's happening there? I'm just rotating that arm. I can feel it all the way around here to the back of my elbow. I'm just rotating, and it's pretty wild. You should not be feeling all of the problem in here. You should be able to feel it in here, and not as a problem but as a stretch. Relax your triceps, relax your biceps, but you do want your arm to be straight, so you kind of want to position yourself so your arm can relax while your elbow is open. Okay. Right now my elbow feels kind of weird. I would say loose, but feels a little itchy, you can just go through and massage it a little bit. If you look here, there is something called a marma point in Indian medicine. And you're looking for this bone here, sort of this bone here. Bend the hand back and forth. I'm actually below it. You see where this bone is, what I just found for you. There is a dip right in here that you just press on. This angle might be better. That you just press on. It's a whole little fossa. You can press on it this way. Open up your wrist. It's called Mani Bandha. Alright, now again, let's do that stretch that we did in that other video. Put your fingers between here and here. Open it up. Fingers between here and here. Open it up. Fingers between here and here. Open it up. And you just go through and do that a couple times. Should feel like it's burning a little bit, but not painful burning, just hot. It's gonna pink up your palm. And that's it. My hand feels pretty good. My elbow feels much better than it was when it started. My wrist is open. Hopefully you can get this open yourself. Alright. So for the thumb, we did all those stretches, but for the thumb, you can pull back like this. My fingers are tight. Pull back like this. Straight elbow. You can rotate your whole arm and relax your arm as you pull and swivel with that thumb. Alright, so you're opening it up like that. Good grief. Yeah. Now don't resist it and try to tighten up. Relax that whole arm. If you can get that far, let me know. Tell me what you think.